The Galactic Council had expected humanity to fade into the void. When the decree was passed, Species 0431, humanity, is hereby exiled from all recognized council space for repeated violations of xenopolitical conduct and uncontrolled militarization. The chamber was filled with smug silence. The other species believed they had removed a pest from their garden, but humanity did not break. They adapted. It began with the Exile Armada, a disorganized flotilla of 900 ships cobbled together from Earth's remaining factions. Scientists, soldiers, farmers, engineers, and the bitter knowledge that they were unwanted. Admiral Mara Vance stood on the bridge of the ESS Archangel, her jaw clenched as the last transmission from Earth faded into static. Behind her, the stars stretched wide and empty. "Plot a course," she ordered. "Deep void. No maps, no charts. We carve our own path now." And they did. The first 100 years were brutal. Unmapped space was full of predators, stellar storms, dead planets. And worse, ancient machines that hadn't known war had ended, or alien bioforms that devoured thought and metal alike. But humans were stubborn. They re-engineered ships mid-flight, terraformed planets with desperation-fueled brilliance, and made allies of the unlikeless beings, the Hesh, energy-based nomads rejected even by the Council, and the Vuruan, genetically spliced outcasts with claws and code. By year 117 of Exile, the sovereign domain of humanity was born. Admiral Vance's great-granddaughter, now Empress Kayla Vance, stood atop the marble steps of the Citadel on New Bastion, capital of humanity's new empire. Her voice was calm, but it echoed through the solar-spanning broadcast relays. We were cast out. We were told we could not govern ourselves. And yet here we stand, united, free, and 10 systems strong. Let the stars remember this. Humanity does not kneel. We build. The transmission didn't just reach allies. It reached the Council too. At first, the Galactic Council ignored it. Then they laughed. Then they panicked, because the next message was not a speech. It was a distress call from one of their border colonies, ravaged by a techno-parasitic species the Council had long thought extinct, the Psychar brood, requesting aid. The Council delegates stammered in the emergency meeting. "Our fleets are stretched. We can't hold the line." Silence. Then someone, a junior diplomat, young and nervous, muttered, Doc, what about the humans?" Gasps, outrage. But necessity is louder than pride. A Council envoy, escorted by 3 cruisers, arrived at the edge of human domain space. They waited there, weeks, until a sleek obsidian ship arrived, the HV Judicator. Out stepped General Miles Idris, half-armored. In living tech, his coat embroidered with silver stars. "You come seeking help," he said plainly. "Curious, when we asked for aid. You gave us exile." The ambassador bowed. "The Psychar brood threatens all sentient life. We must unite." "You must ask," Miles interrupted. The ambassador hesitated, then said, "Will you help?" "You?" The response was not broadcast. But 3 days later, human fleets jumped into Council space, their warships more advanced than anything the Council remembered. Cloak carriers, fusion lance destroyers, AI-commanded drones swarmed the Psychar with brutal efficiency. On the ground, human soldiers fought like demons, organized, fearless, augmented by strange alien tech the Council had never seen. A month, the brood was extinct again. The Council tried to thank them. General Idris simply said, "We don't do this for you. We do it because we remember being alone." Years passed. Some in the Council whispered of inviting humanity back into the fold. But the sovereign domain had no interest in rejoining a system that cast it out. Instead, humanity became something else, a center of gravity all its own, neutral. Parties, minor species, and rebel worlds began to flock to the human empire, not for protection, but for possibility. Humans didn't judge. They didn't pretend to be noble. They only asked, "Are you willing to build something better?" Now, in the 432nd year of exile, The domain spans 43 systems. New Earth orbits a binary sun. Children learn in zero-G academies. Former enemies. Sit beside humans in the Senate of Stars. And carved into the black steel gate of the Spire of Unity, in a language older than Earth itself, are the words, Banished we were, alone we stood, empire we became, humanity remains.